What is it like living in one of Burlington's most eastern neighborhoods, Pinedale? Well, that's the neighborhood we're going to be breaking down today, the pros and cons, so you understand if it matches with the lifestyle you're looking for. So stay tuned. So the neighborhood Pinedale is located on Burlington's most eastern border, bordering Oakville in between Burloak and Appleby line and just south of the QEW and north of New Street. Now this neighborhood here is commonly also referred to as Appleby sometimes. Living in Pinedale means you're primarily a part of a residential community. This Burlington neighborhood is a family-friendly community offering convenient shopping options, a bunch of different schools and services, and great recreational opportunities. So if you're new here, my name is Matthew, and this is my channel where I share everything about what it's like to actually live in Burlington from a local's perspective. So if you're interested in learning more, make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to not miss out on any one of my future neighborhood tours or just videos going over what it's like to truly live in Burlington, Ontario. And as always, like any of my neighborhood tours, you can find the timestamps here to get your questions answered about Pinedale in particular. But other than that, let's just jump on into the very first section, the quick facts. So overall, Pinedale had a livability score of 83, which is great when you compare it to the Ontario average of 68 or Canada's average of 67. Now, one of the reasons for this low score is the low crime rate located in Pinedale's neighborhood here, as Pinedale on average is 22% below the Canadian crime rate statistics, so it is a very safe neighborhood. Now, when you compare it to the award-winning Burlington, which is one of the top communities and cities to live in for safety, this is where Pinedale maybe lacks a little, as it's just below the Burlington benchmark by 8%. So overall, it is a very safe community to live in. Now, as for the transportation and the easeability to get around, let's first chat about the walk score. And Pinedale was rated a walkability score of 59, which is somewhat walkable, especially if you live around the Appleby GO train station or one of the few major plazas located throughout Pinedale. Now, as with regards to the public transit and the ease of getting around, this score here was a 55, which is pretty good when you compare it to Burlington's average, as this is home to Appleby GO, where a lot of public transit runs through. Not only the GO train giving you access to Union Square or Oshawa, but also a lot of public buses come to Appleby GO and go out from there. So overall, a pretty great score for a Burlington neighborhood. And the final score is the bikeability, and Pinedale's bikeability was 67, and this is because Pinedale really benefits to Burlington's great biking infrastructure, especially as this is home to one of the two major biking paths located throughout Burlington, the Centennial Bikeway, and this is where it actually starts, is just up in Pinedale's neighborhood right beside Burloak and carries all the way down to downtown. So now that we got the quick facts out of the way, let's go over some of the high-level pros and cons about living in Burlington's neighborhood, Pinedale. And let's first start with the pros living in Pinedale. And the very first pro has to be it's very commuter friendly for people that are looking to commute to Toronto that maybe only have to go into the office 1, 2, or 3 times a week, but want to have that more suburban lifestyle with more space to spread out and enjoy themselves. This neighborhood is great as it's home to Burlington's most eastern GO train station, Appleby GO, with trains going every 30 minutes to Union Station and even past to Oshawa. So it's one of the more accessible spots for public transit utilization as well. Now, the next pro with Pinedale has to be the housing affordability, as overall, Pinedale is one of Burlington's more affordable neighborhoods, and that's one of the reasons why I think it's great for any first-time homebuyers. And the third pro has to be all the sports recreation fields located in this neighborhood here, especially when it comes to soccer, as this is home to Sherwood Forest Park, which is one of Burlington's central hubs. If your kids are going to play soccer, you're probably going to end up at this park here at least a few weekends each summer, and that's because there's a lot of different soccer fields, both grass and turf, as well as domes that go over in the winter, so soccer is year-round in this neighborhood. So now let's chat about some of the cons of living in Pinedale's neighborhood, and the very first con has to be Fearman's Pork Factory. This is a pork factory just located on Appleby line, so if you don't want to see see a few truckloads of pigs come every few hours, this neighborhood might not be best for you, or at the very least, try to avoid that Appleby line and the QEW 403 area, as that is where it is located. And the second con has to be that there's no secondary schools located in this neighborhood here, as there's no more high schools located. Before, there used to be Bateman High School, which used to be a pretty big high school for students. However, the city of Burlington decided to shut that high school down, and now if your kids are looking to be in high school, it's a decent commute. One is to Nelson High School, which is the public high school, just a neighborhood over, so that's not too bad. However, if you're looking for a Catholic high school, you're gonna have to go to Assumption High School, which is 2 neighborhoods over and a little bit of a drive. So now that you have a general overview of some pros and cons of living in Pinedale's neighborhood, let's talk about some of the housing opportunities located within the neighborhood's borders. So overall, in Pinedale, you'll find a wide variety of homes, mostly built in the 1970s, and the most common are some detached homes, either bungalows, 3-level side splits, or even some 4-level side splits, as well as raised ranches and back splits, as well as a cluster of high-rise buildings along Pinedale Avenue near Appleby Village Mall, and newer mid-rise condominium buildings along Fairview Street for those who are looking for a maintenance-free lifestyle. Now overall, like I mentioned, Pinedale is one of Burlington's more affordable neighborhoods, as on average, Pinedale's benchmark housing price is 12% below the Burlington average here. And if you're interested on exactly what the homes are currently going for at the time of you watching this, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description with all the current listings currently available, so you can search based on your criteria. So you'll still have to pay the Burlington premium of just living in Burlington, what the real estate prices has to do. But besides that, Pinedale is a pretty affordable neighborhood where you're not going to be able to find this mixture of convenience, comfort, and beauty at this affordable price range in Burlington or its surrounding areas, as you also get the benefit of everything Oakville has to offer without those Oakville prices. So go check out that link in the description if you're interested in seeing what the current housing availabilities are located in this neighborhood here. But other than the housing opportunities located, let's chat now about some of the green spaces located throughout the neighborhood Pinedale. So in this neighborhood here, there's really 5 major parks located throughout the neighborhood, and the very first park let's chat about is Sheldon Park. So Sheldon Park is located in the center of Pinedale, and it offers a baseball diamond, as well as a jungle gym, a swing set, and a half-court basketball net for the kids to enjoy. Now this park is great as it also offers a lot of green spaces just to enjoy the outdoors or to have a picnic. Now the next park is Fothergill Woods Park. Now this is located on the south side of Pinedale, located around the Burloak New Street entrance, and this offers another baseball diamond, as well as this time a full court basketball net, and the same thing, a jungle gym and a swing set to enjoy. Now this park is also located right beside one of Pinedale's retirement living communities, located just on Burloak, so this park's also a great opportunity to visit with some grandparents while enjoying the weather on those spring or summer days. Now the next park and the smallest park in Pinedale's community is Sheridan Park. Sheridan Park just offers some green space to enjoy the outdoors, as well as a jungle gym and swing set with a walking path going through it. Now the second last park is Frontenac Park. This is located near the Appleby line and New Street, and actually is sandwiched in between 2 schools. So like I mentioned, Bateman High School used to be here. Not sure what the city of Burlington is going to be doing at the moment of recording this. However, it's sandwiched between Old Bateman as well as Frontenac's public school, and there's also Ascension Catholic Elementary School right beside Bateman High School. So this is really where all the schools were located in Pinedale's community, is around the Appleby and New Street side. Now in this park here, it offers 3 soccer fields, as well as Bateman's old track and field. Now also near the Frontenac sign, you can find a jungle gym. Now a word of caution for this jungle gym here is don't try to walk on the monkey bars with your eyes closed. Found that out in grade 1, got a bunch of stitches, would not recommend. Now also located in this park here is the Burlington Centennial Pool, which was attached to Bateman High School at one point here. So a lot of swimming lessons go on at this indoor pool. Now the final park is Sherwood Forest Park. So like I mentioned at the beginning of this video here, this is the park where if your kids are in soccer, you're going to be spending a decent amount of time at this park. And there's really two sides to Sherwood Forest Park. So first, let's chat about the west side, which I refer to as like the Appleby line side or the soccer side, as this is home to 5 separate grass full-size soccer fields, as well as 2 turf-size soccer fields, like I mentioned, that turn into a dome in the winter for soccer being year-round. Now there's also a jungle gym on this side here, and the Centennial bike path starts and continues throughout this park here, as you see. Now also, if you cross over the creek in Sherwood Forest Park, you'll find the next side, which is the Burloak side, or what I refer to sometimes as the baseball side. Now overall, this has 4 different baseball diamonds located here, as well as a jungle gym to enjoy. And this is also great as it's located right beside a plaza, which has a convenience store, as well as a few local restaurants. So if you want to grab a bite to eat while your kid's playing baseball, this is a great spot for that. Now, as for the schools located in this community here, we already mentioned them, but if you didn't miss it, the schools located are only elementary schools, with a public school being Frontenac Public School and Ascension Catholic High School, both located around the New Street Appleby side. And as for high schools, there's none located in this community. However, if you want to go to a public high school, you can go to Burlington's best public high school, located just in Longmoor's neighborhood, which is the neighboring neighborhood just on the other side of Appleby Line. Or your kids can go to Assumption High School, which is 2 neighborhoods over in the neighborhood Dines. Now, as for the unique feature here in this neighborhood has to be the combination of Sherwood Forest with a bunch of different soccer fields and baseball diamonds, but also Appleby GO Train, Burlington's most eastern GO Train station, as like I mentioned, this offers a great opportunity for anyone looking to commute into Toronto. So when you live in this neighborhood here, there's a couple of plazas you can expect to visit, and the very first one is located on Appleby Line and New Street, and this is Appleby Village and Appleby Village Square, just across the street from each other. Now in this plaza here, you're going to find a lot of great spots to eat with some local businesses, as well as a women's only gym, the LCBO, the beer store, and Fortino's. Now the next plaza you may be visiting is located on the Fairview Appleby Line side, and this is home to Ontario's Service Centre, a public library, as well as another couple great local restaurants like QB's, which offers a great spot to go watch any sporting events with the buddies. Then located just on the other side of Burloak, and one of the things you get to capitalize when living in this neighborhood here is the Burloak Plaza. Now this is home to a Cineplex, as well as Milestones, Montana's, and some other great restaurants. But even then, further back, you also get some great shopping with Nike's factory shoe outlet, as well as Longo's, Home Depot, and other great stores. So out of all those great spots to shop, where are my local gems has to be South Street Burgers. Now this is a great spot to grab a burger and see a movie. So if you enjoy burgers, this is definitely a go-to spot. So let's go see what my go-to order is. Hey guys, I just picked up my go-to order at South Street Burger. Now this is one of my go-to burger spots. It's kind of like Harvey's, but way better in my opinion. So of course you gotta get the fries with the burger. We'll try those in just a second, but let's get out the burger. So these are massive burgers. They're really known for their burgers, but I get really 2 things. I either get the True North, which is like bacon, cheddar, and their specialty sauce, or I also get a fried chicken sandwich here, but today I opted for the burger. So as I open it up, let's check it out. So they also serve, I believe it is the Cheesecake Factory dip, as well as these cool looking ice cream cones. Now I didn't get that today because it's a little chilly out, but the burger will do just fine. So like that's what it looks like. That's perfectly cooked. It's still juicy, but still has amazing flavor. And then the fries. And not to mention that they don't just loaded this, but there's a bunch of bag fries, which if anyone knows or needs burgers with the fries, the bag fries are always the best fries. So I promise you, you won't be disappointed with South Street Burger. So there you have it. Now you have a full breakdown of what it's like to truly live in Burlington's neighborhood, Pinedale. If you've enjoyed this video and it's helped you better understand if Pinedale's lifestyle and activities and amenities match your desired lifestyle, make sure to smash the like button, as it truly does help me out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're looking for other neighborhoods that are similar to Pinedale's neighborhood, the next video I recommend you go check out is my neighborhood tour of Dines, which is 2 neighborhoods over, located in more central Burlington, but still easy access to the GO train station. So you can go check that out. And if you want to learn more about living in Burlington, Ontario, make sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell, as I post videos here every week helping you better understand the lifestyle Burlington has to offer. And as always, if you're looking to buy, sell, or just want a personal recommendation of a place to go in Burlington, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, or you can find my contact information below. So hope you have a great day, and I hope we chat soon.